Greetings, gamers and adventurers. It's been a little while since we've had a look at Dread, the Unholy Descent. And well, the reason for that is because things were changing. And if you take a look at where I'm at right now, you'll realize that things have changed. If you've been following along, if you know what Dread looked like before, this isn't it. This is something else. No, it's not. This is Dread. This is the spawn room. We have a whole bunch of new meshes and new textures. Um, we have a whole new map. The map that was being used in the previous dev build has been replaced, and there's a new one being built that's going to better express the developer's vision for the game. I've got some weapons here. I've got quite a lot of potions, and I've got some very good stuff. But one of the newest assets that hasn't been in the game before is this sword. It's got the wiggly flamberge blade. It's got the complex, Zweihander hilt. It's got a very fancy leather grip. Apparently our guy needs to learn how to grip it better, but all things come in time. So we've got the K and Dread, unlike games like Dark and Darker. When you just hit the button, you don't do a pattern, a varying pattern of attacks. Like with the longsword, it was stab, cut, cut in Dark and Darker, right? Well, in Dread, we've got this little dot that pops up next to our cursor, our little reticle, whatever it is, right? And that tells you which way it thinks your mouse is moving. All right. And you go up and down, you get a vertical slash. You go right, you get a slash goes from left to right. You go left, you go slash goes from left, right to left. And you stay still, a thrust. So you've got control over what attacks. I find the vertical a little bit tricky, but that could just be me being bad. I don't know. I've got my darkness turned up quite a bit, or my gamma, whatever you want to call it. That sounds like a skeleton above me. Ooh, wow, 3 fills. Yep, there's a skeleton above me. Oh, this is a rough layout. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and get my my more damaging weapon. It's not as cool looking. Where is that archer, I wonder? That's something we still got to fix, is the archers. Once they get a bead on you, they'll swing at you. They'll shoot at you rather from several rooms away. Doesn't matter if they can hit you, and the audio cues you get aren't real good about telling you where they are. I'm going to go ahead and cheese these guys a bit. This big guy here with the skull head and the real big long arms and the surfer ninja moves. Oh, I was wondering if that Skelly was going to do that. That Huntsman Skelly's got that hop now. That's a new thing. But this guy here, we call him Phil. Phil is dangerous. Um, used to be with any weapon you could hold your block and just hold it forever. Can't do that anymore. Unless you're using a shield. A shield block you can hold quite well. Hmm. There it is. That's the thing is these archers, they can be hard to see. They got their haze gray and underway, man. They got ah, they blend in real well. Those three squares on the left, those are our potion ready spots. They're keyed to numbers 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard. Now this guy is a fire mage of some sort, and well, he thinks he's throwing a fireball at me, but we haven't got that in the game yet, which is unfortunate. But if he hits you with that stick, it does hurt. It's just his logic is telling him though that he's a ranged attacker and he doesn't need to move to get to me, and that's sadly he's incorrect about that. But this is something that's going to be worked on. Just has not floated its way to the top of the priority list yet. Yeah, this is unfortunately this is the sort of thing that happens when we have a very very small dev team. Um, for a long time, we had basically a one-person dev team, right? Now we got a couple more, but really only one guy doing the serious coding. All right. Well, there's a legendary saber. That's not bad. These guys we call Phil, they have a better chance to drop higher loot. Um, okay, it was the guy I saw earlier. Okay. You'll notice too that there's some of these monsters and chests have a lot of gear on them. This is not the way it's going to be when the game does finally release to the public. This is just for our convenience for testing, so we can, you know, see a wider variety of weapons and work with them. Yeah. We got these chests all over the place. You know, just like the previous builds. If you've seen my development updates, you're familiar with these. Um, we've got a lot of new, like furniture and stuff. That guy really wants me to kill him. So I guess I will oblige. I mean. Yeah, obviously wants it, so might as well, right? I Like sometimes you look down, you can see your belly, and you got lots of these weird, wild tattoos. All right, let's see. This hop is a little weird. Your jump is a little weird right now. This is a new thing that has popped up, and it's gonna get addressed. See, that was the sound of monsters spawning in. I don't know where they are though. That's kind of nerve-wracking. One thing this game is good at already though is jump scares. You know, it's they've got sometimes the monsters will aggro on you like from a long way away, and sometimes they won't. And so sometimes you think, oh man, I'm okay, I'm safe. You know, I can loot this, I can do the thing. But you're not. And you get a surprise. Hi, Phil. Ah. I love how he holds that claw up, like, I'm gonna get you. You know, showing you the claw, he's gonna tear you open with it. And as you saw, this guy does a lot of damage. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. Better replace those potions. Fumble fingered that one. Phil is scary. Phil does 51% of your hit points in one swing. So the second time he hits you, you're dead. All right. Now, I know, again, we call him Phil, but that's not really what he is. He's a shrieker. Okay, that's what this is. This monster is a shrieker. But the internal team has been calling him Phil because it's fun. And we got some furniture, some tables, some benches, a tablet with some sort of illegible writing on it, a gold bar, which unfortunately this stuff is not yet something I can pick up and take. A piece of jewelry that Dark and Darker fans will probably recognize. So, yeah, you're going to see some familiar assets here, all right? There's only so many assets on the Unreal Engine's marketplace that, and only so many of those actually look good. All right, so looks like Phil's stuck on this corner. I'll take advantage of that. So, you know, when you start shopping for assets, you know, you obviously want the ones that look good, right? And when it comes to assets that fit the fantasy genre and look good, there's really not that many of them. I've got a boost button that makes the guy yell. I don't know if it's a grunt of effort or if it's a sort of a key up type of thing. But it is what it is. We've also got this light we have, this wisp spell. Okay, let's see here. I hear some more new furniture. We had cages similar to this in the old build. um, but they weren't the same asset. We've got these beautiful reddish orange torches. Apparently, torches like this take companies like Nexon 6 months to develop. Um, we did it much faster than that. I like the wall bracket they have here. That's something that you don't commonly see. I think it's a pretty nice touch. Here's some different tables. Got an edging to them. Oh, better take care of these guys. Oh, look, a chair. Oh, here we have a more furnished area. There's an archer out the corner. I don't think he sees me yet. It gets very dark here in places. Uh-oh. Is that the archer I saw earlier? Probably is. Probably finally figured out I'm here. Well, I made noise. Yep, there he is. He's shooting at me. That's what I love about getting these better weapons. If you can get one that does 30 or more damage, you can one-shot the skeletons. Well, at least the average ones. The deer head ones still take several hits, but those archers are so dangerous. They're so hard to see. They're very, very camouflaged with just the environment in general. And like they can be shooting at you for a long time before you figure out where they are. Oh, I didn't see this guy. Hello. This one's gonna stay dead. This one's just plain old dead. I like the plain old dead ones. See, now in the other areas it was pretty well lit. This area though is really dark, and yeah, you can run into a monster in here. Now, if we had player versus player going on right now, which we don't have available right now, but if we were, that'd be a place that a player could hide and, ambush someone from quite effectively. Now, there is an exit portal in here somewhere, although I don't know where it is. They spawn in random locations now. In the previous map, they are always in the same room. In this map, they're random. I've seen them in there before. Not this time, though. Oh, okay. Well, I missed that jump. Fortunately, I can just do this. There's a little bit less of these super dense spawns. You still sometimes get a fair crowd. And this is what I'm talking about right here. With sometimes the monsters don't see you right away. And well, on the one hand, it's kind of janky. On the other hand, it's also kind of super creepy because it gives you the idea, and at least I think, that these are undead and their states of awareness are not what human states of awareness are. And, you know, like this guy might have been standing there dead for 50 years, right? And just not needing to move, right? And so now that something has come into his domain, it takes them some time to react. And yes, they have a helmet on, and if you hit that helmet, you do basically no damage. It might be like a point or two, but it's really like no damage. This this sword one-shots him. Uh-oh. Did I just one-shot that guy? I didn't think I'd be able to one-shot that guy. That archer's making me nervous. Alright, well, let's go take care of him. And yeah, I know, blood from a skeleton. That's actually a bug right now. It's going to be fixed. Something happened where the blood spatter mesh or animation or whatever it is got turned on globally for everything instead of just the fleshy monsters. It's on our devs list of things to take care of. So, you know, don't be too mean about that one. All right, let's see here. There we go. Was in a bit of a tight spot there. I didn't see that guy, and he came running at me when I wasn't expecting it. Cornered me in this little closet here. Made me a little uncomfortable. Now we got some more treasures here. I do believe the intent is that they will be lootable at some point. It's a very fine nobleman type table. This looks like a door of some sort. I wonder where it came from. No idea. Ah, we have a little shrine here. What is that thing? That looks like oh, yeah, I know what that is. That is a seal, right? It's the when you write a letter, like, and you want it to be official, and you close it up with the blob of wax, and you press that into the make your mark, right? That's the seal. Yeah. Little statue in a tiny cage that's in a religious setting. It's kind of creepy. The offering bowl is empty. There's a knife here. Spot to kneel, I suppose. Chains and a hooky thing. And what is that at the bottom there? Is that a... That almost looks phallic. Okay, we're moving on. Moving on. All right, let's see. Oh, getting dark again. I am fat fingering things again. Tell you what, you can't have too many health potions, you know? Now I know that somewhere in here is a new section that's a library. I want to try to get to that and show you guys the library. And by the way, we were talking about assets that are familiar. Here's one. Yeah, that's straight from Madrinas, isn't it? Yeah, uh-huh. But like I said, there's only so many asset packs that fit the genre that look good. And, well, Dark and Darker used most of them. So, there's going to be some overlap in these games until more assets are put out. And that's the thing that's going to happen. You can bet on it, you know. As these games get popular and as this genre heats up, and it is going to, the people who are creating asset packs are going to realize that there is a demand for assets. And we will see new assets being created. Whoa, I missed the guy at first. That was nerve-wracking. Look at that guy's creepy old skeleton just standing here in the darkness, man. If I didn't have a light spell, I'd have never seen him. Alright, well, let's see, I've been here before, haven't I? Alright, so let's see. You can always tell when the player's been through here because there's dead monster bodies on the floor. Dead bodies everywhere. Now I know there's a lot more area than this. Let's see. Here's one of the places that I have seen the exit portal pop up a couple times. I've also seen it pop up over here. In fact, that might be it right there. There it is. That obelisk there, that's our exit portal. But I'm not going to take it just yet because I want to show more of what we got going on here. Alright, so I know this area pretty well. I can get back here, I think. And again, a nice dark room. You can't see in without a light spell. Yet out here, it's actually pretty well lit. This area is very well lit. Let's see if I can get this guy to do his jumping bit. Yeah, oh yeah, there he is. You see that guy jump? That's a new animation for him. All right, enough of that. But with that jump he does, he can actually go up and down levels. You know, he can, you know, a lot of times, you know, in these games you just jump on top of something like a chest, and then, you know, the height difference means that the AI can't hit you. And this is something that people do in Dark and Darker a lot too. That's going to be less effective in this game. You know, that red skeleton was the first one to have the ability. Oh, that's creepy. Hands and a jawbone in the platter. And this platter you'll recognize too, right? And the cup, the silver cup. They're just, they've had their size changed. Alright, let's see. Where did that library go? I saw it last night. Oh wait, here we are. Hey, asking you shall receive, yeah? Well, this place has got some serious books. It's also got some serious safety issues. Look at that. I'm telling you right now, that looks scary as hell. That looks like that shelf is going to just fall off, you know? If I were stacking bookshelves that high, I would make sure that they were connected to the wall. It was a big open area. I wonder if this is going to stay this way. This area is being developed currently, right now. There's no monster spawns in here right now. It's safe, oddly enough. Yeah, lots of books though. It's a pretty cool looking set of assets, you know. I mean, I like books. This seems more put together even than it was last night. And that's the thing. The couple of guys we got working on this are working really hard. They're just really cranking out the content at this point. There's just so much going on for how few people are actually working on the project. There's actually an impressive amount of work being done. Now, with that being said, it is still only just a handful of guys, right? Oh, nice. I like that. That's another thing I should talk about, right? You see that? You see what happened there? I jump and I turn around. I'm still pressing forward, right? This is something that I like a lot, right? That you really don't have any ability to steer in the air. I can't do Mario jumps where I jump out and then in midair turn around and come back and, you know, land where I started or jump around a corner. You know, like I can't. Oh, this is a dead end. Interesting. You know, I can't turn corners in midair. And I like that. I like that better than the Dark and Darker jump, which does let you turn corners in midair. Oh man, that was That was good. I almost stayed up there. That's going to be fun once we get a ranged character in here, and I understand that a ranger is going to be the first class introduced after whatever the base player class is. Whatever this is I'm playing right now. Might be a fighter, might be a barbarian, might be, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just been kind of our default right now. Um, but my understanding is the next one's going to be able to shoot. All right. Well, I've done a pretty good job of clearing this place out. So I think so anyway, this is what Dread is looking like right now. And if you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I do stream um, Monday through Thursday from 2 p.m. Central U.S. time to 6 p.m. Central. On Fridays, I usually stream starting about 6 p.m. and go into about 9 p.m. Central Time USA. Uh, and I'd love it if you stopped by and said hello. You know, I usually stream Dungeons and Dragons online, um, but once in a while I do a Dread development review, which is what this is right now. So come on by and say hello, and I hope to see you soon. Let's get out of here. And that's what it looks like. That's how we escape.